a lot of people are afraid of the upcoming AI revolution. It's basically already here, and it's already doing some fantastic things. I think, if done properly, AI could be the biggest asset to humanity since our known history. It'll completely change the way of life for us, and it will, in theory, give us back our valuable time, where we're not doing mundane tasks, meaningless tasks, or stuck in a survival mode loop just to exist on this planet. I think it's going to open up great doors for humans. Mainly, I think it'll open up creativity, because AI as a tool, once we have our free time back, where we can actually start to be creative again and start using our creative mind for actually thinking, like, what are we doing here on this planet? I mean, really, what are we doing here on this planet? Why are we here? What is the purpose of life? Now, we can go down another rabbit hole where, people think or say or preach that maybe there is no purpose in life. Maybe we make our own purpose in life. Well, I don't know. I mean, I find that really hard to believe. For the simple fact of that everything in nature has an inherent and clearly accepted purpose. Every single thing in nature, down to the single blade of grass, has a clearly defined purpose in the system in which it lives. And not only that, but its form fits the function. A blade of grass fits the function of which it is created for. So I find it hard to believe that one of the most complex organisms that we know of, us humans, that we are essentially here for no reason. No, I disagree. I think we are here for a reason. And the issue is that we're so stuck, most of us are stuck in a survival loop where we simply don't have the energy or the resources or the care to actually ponder these kinds of thoughts. Number one, well, I mean, is there really an answer? Can we get an answer to that question? I don't know. I really don't know. I mean, I don't think anybody knows, right? I mean, that's why maybe we have come to accept that, okay, maybe there is no purpose, but I don't know. I don't believe that, and I'm sure many people don't believe that either. Anyway, I digress here. With the advent of AI and with the assistance of AI, and with the maturing of AI in the proper context, meaning where we don't go down a route where we have a Terminator-like scenario, I think AI would be extremely beneficial to the overall humanity, meaning that it'll free us up. Well, first of all, it'll give us our free time back. I mean, we will have an enormous amount of free time, maybe a little bit too much free time. And in this transitionary period, some people might actually go insane because they have so much free time, right? It could be a detriment. It could be an overall detriment during the transitionary phase, which most transitionary phases are chaotic in nature, right? But once we pass this transitionary phase where we are in this purgatory between too much free time and not knowing what the heck's going on or what to do, I think we're going to come out on the other end here where we are going to start to become much more creative. People may think that AI will come in and actually take away human creativity. Well, actually, I don't believe true human creativity, can actually be replicated by anything other than a human being with a fully functioning brain and a soul and a heart and complex emotions. I don't think AI can, or any kind of robotic machinery or synthetic organism, can ever replicate true, genuine human creativity at its finest. So I do believe that with the advent of free time, and ironically with the assistance of AI, humans will become incredibly more creative. Let me give you an example. Currently, only a small percentage of human beings are artistically inclined enough to create a painting or a drawing masterpiece, or anything related to digital graphics. Like if you are artistically gifted, you are the subset of human beings who can do that line of work and make an impact, right? However, there are plenty of other people who are not necessarily artistically gifted in that same sense, but they are artistic. They just are not artistically inclined enough to get it on paper, to make the painting, to make the drawing, etc., etc. Now, with the assistance of AI, these human beings who wish to be artful, who wish to be artistic, can use their creativity to create genuine masterpieces of art, according to them. They can become very artistic. They can become creative and use their creativity to create artwork without necessarily having the gift, the quote unquote gift, of being artistically inclined. And on the flip side, those who are artistically inclined can take their artistic gifts to the next level with the help of AI. And this logic can and will be applied to literally every category of existence, every category of life, from productivity up to creativity, and even spirituality. I do believe that one of the main benefits of having or reclaiming our free time, the time to ponder, the time to be actually bored, the time to figure out what are we doing. It doesn't necessarily have to be about why are we alive or what are we doing on this planet, but it could be like, what am I doing with my life? What am I doing? What am I doing here? What am I supposed to do here? What is my calling? And I do believe that with this reclaiming of our time and with the assistance of AI, more and more people are going to try to figure this out for themselves. Like, what are they doing here? Not necessarily in the grand scheme of things, but even on a micro level, what are we doing with ourselves? What are we doing here? Where is my life going? What do I want to do with my life? What is really meaningful to me? What am I passionate about, and what am I doing to pursue that to the fullest level? And I do believe also that many humans may actually go deeper into their spirituality or their faith, because thanks to AI, with AI coming on board and freeing humans of their time, this deep pondering is a sense of deep introspection, and the introspection is what leads to spiritual development, or the development in your selected faith. I think overall AI, it already is doing fantastic things, and once it truly matures, again, if done in the proper context, not the Terminator style context, which will, believe it or not, which will be a challenge. The biggest challenge will be the biggest challenge would be to create this AI in the proper context and not go down the other hole, not go down the other path. But I do believe that AI overall will be a huge net positive. It's going to revolutionize the entire world. It's going to revolutionize the way human beings think of existence. Everything will need to be changed, down to how the world works, down to the whole concept of money and income. Everything will have to be reimagined, which I think this world actually needs. This world needs a reboot, a fresh start, but not a fresh start in the sense of going back to the caveman days and starting like that. No, we need a fresh start. We need a fresh start of human ingenuity, of human critical thinking, of human psychological freedom, of human mental freedom. We need to escape from a loop that the world has been in since, possibly eons, right? Possibly eons. Nobody really knows. So I can't wait until AI comes into existence, to maturity. It's already here, and it's already doing fantastic things. I can't wait. I really can't wait.